What do Netflix, Spotify, and your company's learning management system have in common? Well, hopefully you'll say that they keep track of what you watch so they can recommend your next binge. If not, well, you need a new LMS. Let's go through what an LMS or learning management system is, why it's important, why you need it, some key features and more. First off, let's start simple. What is an LMS? An LMS or learning management system is a piece of software that helps organisations or individuals deliver, track and manage learning programs and content. It's the software that delivers, tracks and manages training programs, whether it's onboarding new hires, upskilling employees, or making sure that everyone actually completes that annual compliance training. Yes, Steve, we're looking at you. Essentially, it should be the central hub for workplace learning. Before LMSs, training looked a little bit like this. Big binders, even bigger classrooms, and if you missed a session, tough luck. Now you can learn anywhere, anytime, on any device. In fact, according to a recent e-learning industry report, 72% of organisations say an LMS gives them a competitive edge by making training more scalable and consistent. And here's the kicker. Companies that invest in digital learning see a 218% higher revenue per employee on average. Not bad for something that used to be a glorified PowerPoint dump. So what does an LMS actually do? Well, at its core, an LMS does three things. First, it hosts learning content from videos, quizzes, PDFs, even VR simulations. It then delivers that content to your learners, from employees to customers to partners. And finally, and maybe most importantly, it tracks progress and performance so L&D teams can see who's thriving and who might need a little nudge. But that's just the basics. Good LMSs come with analytics dashboards, gamification, integrations, and so much more. They're the Swiss Army knife of workplace learning. What are the benefits? Now, we know what an LMS does at its core, so let's look at the advantages of using a learning management system. First is scalability. You can train thousands of employees at once, regardless of their location or their device. Second is consistency. Everyone gets the same content, ensuring standardized knowledge across teams so people don't end up with learning content that is 5 years old and completely inaccurate. Third is tracking and reporting. You know who's completed training, how they performed, and where any gaps exist. So you can report on your learning impact and work to make sure your workforce is more skilled and generally better at their jobs. Fourth is flexibility. Learners can access materials anytime on any device, supporting different learning styles. In fact, studies show that organisations with an LMS improve training completion rates by up to 50%. So now we know the benefits, we need to now look at the challenges. After all, LMSs aren't perfect, so some common challenges include user adoption. If the system is clunky or unintuitive, learners might avoid it. The content quality is really important as well, so poorly designed courses can disengage users, which means you spend lots of time and probably money on learning that either isn't resonating or just isn't working. Integration issues can be an issue as well, so sometimes the LMS doesn't sync well with existing HR or payroll systems. And then there's obviously cost and maintenance, so ongoing updates and support can be resource intensive, more so than nothing obviously, but you've also then got to weigh up the cost benefits of having online learning to offline learning. When you're learning online, you mitigate the costs for booking a venue, paying for travel, sorting staff to miss multiple days of work when they can instead fit it into their working day and complete learning anywhere, anytime. Understanding these hurdles early can help you plan better and choose the right platform for your organisation. What are some key trends when it comes to LMSs? Well, everything is always evolving and changing, especially with the rate of technological changes that we're seeing. Here are a few trends that you should keep your eye on when it comes to the world of L&D. First up, immersive learning experiences. Imagine training that transports you into the moment. Think virtual or augmented reality, not just slides or videos. It's about creating engagement and retention through real-world simulations that bring learning to life. Next, artificial intelligence-powered personalization. Just like Netflix recommends your next favourite show, AI can now tailor your learning journey, mapping your skills, curating your micro courses and simulations in real time, and adapting them based on your performance and engagement. And finally, microlearning, the antidote to information overload. With working memory being limited and our attention spans being shorter than ever, bite-sized 3 to 7 minute lessons are now the norm. They're flexible, mobile friendly, and perfect for grabbing attention. So whether it's stepping into a simulation, getting courses tailored just for you, or grabbing quick lessons during your commute, this year is shaping up to be more immersive, more intelligent, and more accessible than ever before. So who needs an LMS? We know what an LMS is, we know its strengths, its weaknesses, but who actually needs one? Well, this is hopefully an easy answer. Simply put, any organisation serious about training, that's all the way from startups to global enterprises, they can benefit from an LMS. Whether you're onboarding new hires, delivering compliance training, or developing leadership skills, an LMS streamlines the process. It's always useful beyond HR too. Think customer education, partner training, or certification programs. That's where finding the right platform for your business rather than the one with the biggest marketing budget becomes really, really important. If you are responsible for learning in your organisation, understanding LMSs is essential. They're more than just technology, they are a foundation for building skills and driving business results. Hopefully this was a good and useful intro to the world of learning management systems. So thank you for watching. And if you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe for more insights on L&D.